As the cold winter in Pennsylvania finally comes to a close, spring is coming soon. So today I'm going to show you a few things you can do to tune up your mountain bike and your skills before spring hits. One of the things you can do is pump up your tires. This may seem really simple, but it's really important. It's really important to get your tires to the perfect PSI. Now I like to run mine lower, just because I have tubeless tires. But if you have tube tires, you might want to run it higher. But the lower you run it, the more traction you have, but also the more of a chance you get a flat tire. It's really a balance and it depends on your preference. Personally though, I like it lower. Another thing you can do is adjust the pressure of your shocks. Obviously, if you don't have any air suspension, this doesn't apply to you, but if you do, it's a good idea to look at it. Now, hopefully your shock didn't lose any air, but sometimes if you have an older shock like mine, it can lose just a little bit of pressure over a long time of not using it. Personally, I like to pump mine up to a specific pressure, based on my weight, and then I like to test it out. There's this test I like to use. It's where you go down and it comes back up, and if it comes back up too fast, that means there's too much pressure. But also, if it comes up too slow, then it's no good. That also has something to do with the compression, but it's a balance between the both of them. Also, you can see the little rubber gasket I have around my fork. That's it's to see how much suspension I use. So when you push down as hard as you can, it should be about 75% sag. If it's any more or less, you should either put more air in or take air out. So it's always a good idea to tune up your suspension before you start riding again. Another thing you can do is oil your chain. This is really important because if you don't do this, your chain could drag, not shift right, and just overall be a pain. This is really easy, only takes like a minute, and it's easy to do, and it'll really improve your bike in many ways that you might not have realized. As you can see here, I'm just applying chain to all the different parts, the sprockets, the derailleur, everything. Just getting everything all oily and it spins nice and free. After you oil your chain, the next thing you should do is shift through all of your gears. One, this will mix all the oil into all your different sprockets, as well as it'll test as how your shifters are shifting. Maybe at the end of last season you hit a rock off your derailleur and it just doesn't shift right. Now you can test and shift through all your gears and make sure they're all working properly. The final thing you can do is practice your tricks. Now, right now the trails are still too muddy for me to ride on them, but it is kind of warm enough where I can ride on my driveway. So what I like to do is practice my tricks. Now, I'm not the best at bunny hopping, but I like to practice it so I can get better and jump higher. So you can see me here practicing my bunny hops. I also like to practice wheelies, stoppies, just really anything just to improve your skills on the trail because these things might not seem important to you, but really on the trail they're more important than you can think. Thanks for watching this video. I hope some of you found this useful so you can tune up your own bike for the spring. Once the trails dry up, I hope I can be riding more and posting more on this channel. Hopefully I'll be able to post more trails, more parks around me, and give you guys more tips on how to do things like dropping, jumping, and stuff like that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.